All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about this because if a woman's clicking on our Boudoir Facebook ad, that means our Boudoir Facebook ad has entered her brain. And that is the only way our chance of buying from us is greater than 0%. So we got to get this number up as high as possible, but 6% is the minimum. Anything under 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% and should be. That's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Super common, it's the most common thing I've seen, is actually, but this is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the three pre-click mistakes, the three PCM. More on this at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we're building up our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the three pre-click mistakes. Now, we know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and we know that because we invented it. And treatment takes about a week. And that's where we duplicate the current ad. We leave the current ads running. Duplicate it, we treat the duplicated ad, run them in parallel, keep whichever one running at the end has the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the three pre-click mistakes, we achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. So basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the three pre-click mistakes. And we treat that, easy to treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So it's from my residency, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there, brought them back to the hospital, tested them. First one, found out the unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we know that BLCS is present. Unique CTRL under 6% means BLCS is present. And then duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. And so they're spending 10K a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend 6.3K a month on the Boudoir Pico treated Facebook ad, and they'll get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So they can decrease their spend by $3,700 a month, pocket that as kind of a phantom profit each month. That's like 40K over the next year without having to do anything. Next, found another Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it to the hospital, tested it. Unique CTR 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is present. And when the unique CTR when we duplicated, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, we got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So we found out the original was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending, 10K a month on Boudoir Facebook ads on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6K a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. And that means they're pocketing, literally, they don't have to spend, they're pocketing kind of a phantom profit, $8,400 a month every single month, or it's like 100K over the next year without having to do any extra work. Finally, had a patient, says Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL. So we know that BLCS is present. Unique CTRL is under 6%. So duplicated, did a lot of work with this one. So we did our Boudoir Pico treatment, takes about a week, and got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And as a result, if you spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then now he only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he can, he gets to add into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. But now that 6,700 bucks a month that was being wasted, it's now being eliminated back in his pocket. He doesn't have to spend it as a phantom bonus every single month. Basically like, what's that, 80K? 80K bonus over the next 12 months. So from all this data, all this testing, what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, check out these numbers here: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%, and so they're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. Then on average, 5K a month is being wasted. They can eliminate that, put that back in their pocket. That's approximately 60K over the next year. So now we're going to check this out. See what we got going here. Going to diagnose to see if we believe it has BLCS, yes or no. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe and trusting what Facebook tells us to fill out when we fill out our ads is what we should fill out. The consequence of this, though, is when we do this, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, more women scrolling by our ad per unit time. Facebook actually makes more money because they can serve more ads per unit time, but we actually spend and waste more money per unit time. Next, looking at the creative, the photo here. All right, we got the looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads, because that's how we've seen Facebook ads. They basically all look like ads. And other Boudoir Facebook ads, they basically all look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? But that's why every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen and tested has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So when we make this mistake, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls unique CTRL under 6%, and contributes to Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS. And finally, we're going to look at this See More headline, the first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So, tattooed beauties. So, I think that's your chance. All right. So, we do got some good context here. But the false belief or the mistake we're making, we're doing the lack of context mistake. We're not. So, the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe we provided enough context to get the right women to click in and more of them, and more of the wrong women to scroll on by, and helping the meta ad algorithm optimize. But in fact, we did not provide enough context here. So the consequence of this is way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, this pulls down unique CTRL, and it actually increases the likelihood that we have BLCS and increase the likelihood our unique CTRL is under 6%. So, if you're looking at this, diagnosis is yes, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and has a unique CTRL under 6%. So approximately half its ad spend is being wasted. So I believe approximately half its ad spend is being wasted every single month. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, the unique CTR of your Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%, and you are spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking into the marketplace, seeing more and more boudoir photographers enter the market, you know, seemingly every day. Seems like anytime anyone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing up a Google My Business profile saying that they offer boudoir photo shoots, and you're seeing, basically boudoir. Anytime someone gets a new camera, it seems like they're offering boudoir photo shoots in the moms groups. And so you're seeing the market saturation competition heat up, more sellers for the same number of buyers, and you're seeing, still inflation hitting everyone hard in the country. So you actually want to, you're pulling more money, you're optimizing the business more to pull more profit out of it for your same effort. And you've already done it a few other places, but now you really want to do it for Boudoir Facebook ads, kind of really plug the leaks, be as efficient as possible, and stop wasting all the money. And you're seeing, you can probably eliminate about 5K a month in wasted Boudoir Facebook ads, and keep that back in your pocket. That'd be approximately like 60K over the next 12 months. And you've decided now, yes, you want to do this. You want to achieve pre-click alignment, become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and have Boudoir Brain Entry Boost on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. So if you want all that, shoot me a DM when I open back up for new patient intake. My new patient intake is closed right now, but when it opens back up, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.